Welcome to the video on cargo selection. In this video, we will go through all the steps performed by a chartering officer during the fixing cycle of a voyage. Our vessel is sailing to discharge in Omišalj in Croatia that marks the end of her current voyage. The first thing we need to know is if she has firm, definite discharge orders and berthing prospects. Orders refer to specific voyage instructions as to where the vessel is going to discharge, and prospects refer to the vessel's itinerary, and more specifically, the estimated time to berth when the vessel will be alongside to commence the cargo operations, and the estimated time to sail. The ETB, estimated time of berthing, and the ETS, estimated time of sailing, vary among ports and are affected by the port congestion, the cargo receiver's instructions, the weather conditions, and the maintenance works within the port. Once we have a firm position, the prefixing stages of the next voyage are initiated. The chartering officer pushes the vessel in the market and monitors the market activity through reports and communication with the brokers in order to assess potential cargoes. During this stage, the alignment with the operations and bunkering departments for bunker needs assessment and planning is crucial. After the market research and competition monitoring is completed, there should be a clear view of the market conditions and expectations. What the chartering team must do next is assess the alternatives. For our vessel, we will assume that there are two scenarios for her next voyage. The first option is to load from Sidi Carrier in Egypt and discharge in Livorno in Italy, and the second one, load from Ceyhan in Turkey and discharge in Trieste in Italy, both of which are common load ports in the Mediterranean. At this point, the chartering officer requests a fresh Q88 of the vessel, which is a standardized Intertanko Chartering Questionnaire and is considered the identity of a vessel as it includes all its key characteristics. It is the most critical document required in any cargo discussion and covers in detail all vessels' characteristics. The chartering officer should also check the sufficiency of bunkers to perform the potential voyages with the bunkering department, and also liaise regarding the validity of technical certificates with the operations team and the technical managers. To compare the two voyage options financially, we will use the TCE estimation in the Signal Ocean platform. Having added the cargo details, next we have the net income calculation part, where we insert the quantity, flat rate, and freight rate we believe is achievable for the said voyage. Next, we have the cost components part, where we must be mindful to use accurate bunker prices and port expenses. It's also helpful to save the actual port expenses paid by the vessel at a previous call in order to have them for future use. We can amend the vessel's speed both in ballast and laden passage, as well as the weather delays depending on the geographies the vessel will sail through. We can also amend the lay time according to the CP terms agreed with the charterer. On the right side, there is a visualization of the voyage and the option to alter the vessel routing if necessary and applicable. Following this process, we can calculate the TCE for the second cargo option. If we pay attention, we note that in both cases, the duration is quite similar and that the vessel ends in a similar position. Assuming that we would be able to fix the first cargo at world scale 65 and the second cargo at world scale 60, our decision should be driven by the option that results in the highest TCE. In our case, the Sidi Carrier Livorno cargo seems to be the right move. After completing the preparation and having a clear understanding of what we're looking for, we should actively keep pushing the vessel through the broker channels and carefully indicate our preference. It is important to always keep our options open as market conditions may shift quickly and drastically, and we may need to reevaluate our decision. Let's assume that the Sidi Carrier Livorno is a market cargo and is quoted to all owners by a broad panel of brokers, while the Ceyhan Trieste is a private cargo and has been quoted to selected owners by only one broker. The chartering officer should prepare and send an offer for both cargoes. The Sidi Carrier Livorno cargo is expected to attract increased competition, and there's no guarantee that we will be able to get the rate we're looking for. Hence, it is prudent to be in the race for both options and keep up with the developments so that we can react quickly. We should inform both brokers that we are working the vessel on other business opportunities and keep them in the loop as well. This brings us to the end of the video on the cargo selection.